Hey everyone, it's that time of year again for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. If you are not familiar with this sale, it comes about twice a year in the spring and in the fall. And basically what it is there's a few products that are 50% off each day of the 21 days of the sale. But now you have to buy those products on the day they are on sale. That 50% off only works for that single day. They do also have surprise deals. These are deals that they release just that day. So each Sunday they have a surprise deal. So for example, the sale starts tomorrow, Sunday, August 29th, and they do have a surprise deal that will be released tomorrow. Also, they have online only deals, and then they also have deals that are for diamond and platinum members only. To become a diamond or a platinum member, it's just a question of buying enough throughout the year at Ulta. Also, you do get free shipping if you are either a diamond or a platinum member as well for any of these. And many of these steals, many of these products will go very fast and very early. So I highly suggest, if you are a diamond or a platinum member, to order them online, or you can do curbside pickup or pick them up at the store as well. But they are going to sell out of a lot of these products. So I highly recommend setting an alarm, doing what you need to do. I think you can even actually get them at midnight the night before as well. And I think I've done that once or twice. So in the spring, when I covered this sale, I did a weekly roundup and I talked about every single product. I've decided for this video that I would just kind of center on my recommendations, what I would recommend from this sale. And then I'm also going to talk about a few things that I'm thinking about trying out as well that I have not tried out. And I would love any comments if you've tried any of those products and can tell me what you think. So we're going to start with the first day, which is tomorrow, Sunday, August 29th. And I am going to talk about the one product that I'm thinking about. This is the Foreo Luna Mini 3. This is a cleansing device. Now, I used to be a Clarisonic user like a lot of people. And as I got older, I learned that actually chemical exfoliants are gentler on skin. When you're using these mechanical exfoliants, it's more likely that you're going to cause micro tears in your skin, which can lead to inflammation, which can lead to aging. So I'm a bigger fan of the chemical exfoliants. However, I have been interested in this cleaning device. This is supposed to work really, really well. I know a few people who own it and really, really like it. And you know, at 50% off, this is normally $150 or $159, and it's on sale for $79.50. It has really good reviews, so I am thinking about it. If any of you have used this Foreo Luna, if you like it, if you hate it, I would love to hear your thoughts below in the comments. Moving on to Monday, August 30th, the only thing I was really that jazzed about was the Estee Lauder Radiant Skin Repair and Renew set, specifically their night repair. That is a really, really good night serum. There's no junk in it. It's just got good active ingredients, and even getting it half off, even though it's a mini size. Now, the other two products I'm not nearly as familiar with. They are jar packaging. If you've watched my videos before, you know I am conflicted about jar packaging, because I cannot be trusted to use a little spatula each time. And so the idea of sticking my dirty fingers in something every day, I'm not too jazzed about. And also, we know that when you're dealing with really high-powered actives, the concern is that you're going to get degradation because you're exposing those active ingredients to light and air. So, you know, just something to think about here. But I do really like their Advanced Night Repair. It's a great product. Moving on to Tuesday, August 31st, there's a few things on this list that I highly recommend and that I'm thinking about picking up myself. The first one is from Peach & Lily. It's their Glass Skin Refining Serum. I have it in a little mini here. I've gone through 2 minis and now I've decided I am ready to pick up a full size of this product. This is a beautiful peptide and niacinamide serum. It is fragrance-free, it is vegan. You can put makeup over it. Now, I use it at night. It's part of my nighttime routine, but at the same time, I have used it during the day, and you can wear makeup over it easily and beautifully. But I really like this serum. It packs a punch. It brightens your skin. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't pill. And it's just, there's some really, really good antioxidants and other actives in here without the junk. So I highly recommend this. The other recommendation I have is from their online only section. They have 50% off a bunch of different brands, including Petite and Pretty, Persona, Sarah Hat, Bad Habit, and Ofra. I actually have 2 recommendations from this. The first one is if you've never tried the Ofra long lasting lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, these are really, really good. Now, they are liquid lipsticks, and everyone has a different opinion on liquid lipsticks. They can be a little bit more drying. I find these to be less drying than some of the alternatives. The pigment is great. They are long lasting. I have a few different shades. I think I have Mocha. This one is Verona. This is my absolute favorite shade, especially in the fall. This is a great like 90s vibe brown kind of neutral. And it brings me back to kind of that 90s vibe, which is very on trend right now. So if you're looking for a liquid lipstick and want to pay $10 instead of $20, I highly recommend this. And if they have the shade Verona, which I haven't looked at, I would highly recommend that shade. The other recommendation I have from this is, if you watched my best neutral eyeshadow palette, you know I was going to say this. This is the Persona Identity palette. This is such a beautiful neutral eyeshadow palette. What I love about this palette is I feel like it was made for women over 35. The mattes are very blendable. They are pigmented, but not crazy pigmented. So this is really good for beginners. It's not gonna make a mess all over your lid, especially if you're not used to working with those types of mattes. Also, I love the shimmers in here. The shimmers in here are so well pigmented, but they're not chunky. So if you have textured eyelids, as we get older, we tend to have more textured eyelids, this isn't gonna look weird on you. And I find that some of the really beautiful shimmers I can't always wear because they just look, bad. Where these, they're still a beautiful shimmer, but they're a more fine shimmer versus a really chunky, glittery shimmer. I highly recommend that palette, and especially because it's regular $42, you're gonna get it for $21. Moving on to Wednesday, September 1st, I have a feeling this is gonna go real fast. So Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes eyeshadow palette. I have looked at this. I think it launched a good year ago, and I went back and forth, and I kept telling myself, you don't need another neutral eye palette. You don't need another neutral eye palette. But I've heard people say very good things about this palette, and at half off, this is normally $48 and it's on sale for $24. I think I may have to buy this. There is one more eyeshadow palette on this list that I'm also interested in. So I'll have to decide, do I get both? Do I get one? What do I do? The other thing I'm interested in, they do have 50% off MAC Select matte lipsticks. I do like MAC's matte formula, again, especially for the fall winter. I reach for more satin or glosses when we move into the spring and summer, but I do like MAC's formula. It is definitely kind of OG, but the 3 shades that they have available, the one I was looking at was the shade Whirl, which I've never owned. So I'm thinking, and that again is kind of this 90s like dirty rose, kind of brownie taupe. You can see there's a trend here. On Thursday, September 2nd, they have their 50% off some of Lancome products, including their Monsieur Big Volumizing Mascara. I am not a big fan of that mascara. I know a lot of people love it. It just has never worked out for me. It flaked really bad on me, but I know a lot of people love it. So if you need to stock up, this would be the time to do it. The one thing I'm interested in getting, I've heard wonderful things about Lancome's eye makeup remover. I have never tried it, but I know it's a staple for a lot of people. And even though I double cleanse and I don't really rely on an eyeshadow or eye makeup remover per se, every once in a while I'll have a day where I'm wearing a lot of waterproof mascara or something where I could really use a good eye makeup remover. So I think I'm gonna pick this up just because I've never tried it before. The one recommendation I have from this day that I have tried, the Skin Iceland Hydro Cooling Firming Eye Gels. I just ran out. I love those. Those are so great when you have nights where you just don't get enough sleep. Maybe your allergies are acting up and you wake up and you just got those kind of puffy eyes. These work wonderfully. They're cooling, they're really comfortable, and they do wonders for those bad mornings. Now, I have never tried the dissolving microneedle eye patches. They kind of freak me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but I have never tried those, but I've heard good things. Jumping to Saturday, September 4th, we have the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencil. I love this pencil. Now, I've said before that I am a eyebrow gel girl by nature. That's my first choice, but I do really love this pencil. It just allows you, it's kind of a micro pencil, allows you to make good eyebrow hairs, especially where I'm getting a little bit sparse. And then I love the fact that it comes with a spoolie on the other end. I already have a backup for mine, so I don't need to buy it this sale, but I highly, highly recommend it. It is on sale. It's normal $24. It's on sale for $12. The other thing I think is a good value is this serum from Tula. This is their Brightening Treatment Drops Triple Vitamin C Serum. Now, I have a whole vitamin C video where I break down all the different types of vitamin C, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you've watched that video, if you've watched my channel, you know that I'm a big L-ascorbic fan. I will use an L-ascorbic acid. It is the active vitamin C. Everything else has to be broken down to get to L-ascorbic acid. So by all means, I'm a big fan of that. I also recognize that it's a pain in the butt because it oxidizes, it only stays good for a few months. You usually have to order it online, all of those things. But this is a good one. This is going to be meant more for brightening. So it's really about what you're trying to treat. If you want to use a vitamin C because you're trying to deal with hyperpigmentation, this is not your friend. This is not going to do what it needs to do. But if you want to use a vitamin C because you're looking for a good antioxidant that is going to brighten your complexion, the types of vitamin C that are in this product are going to do that. And it's also in good opaque packaging. It's also in a pump formation. So this packaging is on point and I would recommend it. Sunday, September 5th, we have a surprise deal again. They have these surprise deals every Sunday. Now, the last sale in the fall, the surprise deals were good. So I'm kind of hoping, they're as good as they were in the fall. This is a good day. We have 50% off Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Moisturizing Makeup SPF 45 Foundation or the Futurist Aqua Brilliance Watery Glow Primer. Now, I have never used the primer, but I absolutely love the foundation. This launched about a year or two ago, and it has quickly become one of my top foundations. It allows me to have a little bit of glow without looking oily or greasy because, as I said before in my channel, I have combination oily skin. Most quote unquote glowy foundations do not work for me. They make me a oily, greasy mess in an hour. This one does not. Now, I still have to be smart about it. I still have to use a primer and I still have to set it, but I just love this foundation and I am so excited it is in the sale because this is, just came out a year and a half ago. So I love that they put it in the sale. It's normally $45. It's on sale for $22.50. The other thing I'm planning, this is an online only deal, is I am gonna pick up another beauty blender. Now I recognize that there are other sponges that work just as well, but if I can get a beauty blender for 10 bucks versus $20, I'm gonna pick it up just because of all the different sponges. I still rely on my beauty blenders quite a bit. And this is the beauty blender Bubble. I'm assuming they're calling it that just because it's of the color. I don't think it is any different than any other beauty blender. So Monday, September 6th, my big recommendation for this day is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. Now this is an OG. A lot of people are gonna have a Benefit Hoola Bronzer, but if you don't, I highly recommend it. Whether you're a warm tone or a cool tone or a neutral undertone, I am a more neutral undertone, but I can pull a little cool. This does not make me look orange in any way. It's just a really beautiful bronzer. Just a very classic bronzer. Now I have it as part of a palette. I have this is now discontinued, but it's this Cheek Leaders Bronze Squad, and you can see my Hoola bronzer is well loved. I thought about picking it up in the traditional packaging just so it's easier to travel with. So I might do that, but if you've never tried this or if you love it, this would be a good time to pick it up at half off. It's normally $30. It's on sale for $15. On Wednesday, September 8th, we have an online only deal. Oh, this made me really excited. We have the Buxom Wonderlust Primer Infused Blushes. Now I have mine in the shade Seychelles. This is such a beautiful neutral shade. It's actually what I'm wearing on my face today. I am thinking about picking up another shade of these because this is one of my favorite blush formulas. They're normally $23. They're on sale for $11.50. There is a shade called Goa, which is like this kind of berry shade. And I'm trying to think, there's another shade called Mykonos, which I'm very, very interested in. So I have a feeling I'm gonna pick up another shade, but this tends to be very universally flattering. So if you're looking for something, if you've never tried this blush formula and you're looking for something universally flattering, I would pick up Seychelles. Moving on to Thursday, September 9th, the one recommendation I do have, this is definitely, again, an OG product, and that is the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pots. Now, I use these paint pot eyeshadows not as eyeshadows, I use them as eyeshadow primers. Specifically, I have the shade Painterly, which is such a good eyeshadow primer shade for people who are neutral or pull more cool toned. Golden Ochre, I think, is the other shade that a lot of people use if you have more warm toned skin. This is such a good eyeshadow primer, and it's so easy to apply. It gets rid of any discoloration on your lids, and it really grips eyeshadows and makes them last longer. So I know you can buy this, you can buy shades that are more meant to be more eyeshadows, but that's how I use them. They're one of my favorite eyeshadow primers that I've found. On Friday, September 10th, the one recommendation I have from this day is also from the online only. This is 50% off Credo brand. Specifically, I'm looking at the cleanser from Indie Lee. This was in the last sale, and I picked this up and I fell in love with it. It is a gorgeous brightening cleanser. It does not strip your skin. It did not break me out. Now, my only issue with it is, of course, it is glass and I am clumsy. So I use this as part of the second step in my double cleanse. I don't use it in the shower just because I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it and shatter it and cause all kinds of problems. But I do really, really like this cleanser, and I do recommend it highly. On Saturday, September 11th, they do have their IT Cosmetics Bye Bye foundation. They have both the oil-free version and the original version. I have heard good things about this foundation for women who have more mature skin. I'm thinking about picking it up. I have all the foundations that are in the sale. Like, they have the Tarte Amazonian Clay one, which is like a full coverage foundation. I think that's on the first day of the sale. And then this one, I think this is the one that's speaking to me. So I think I'm gonna pick it up, and now I gotta decide whether I pick it up in the oil-free version again because of my oily skin. I think that might be a better plan for me. I am intrigued by it. So if anyone has used the IT Cosmetics, not the CC cream, but the actual foundation, I would love to hear your thoughts. They also have 50% off their IT brushes for Ulta sets. If you're looking for good brushes, these are a good choice. I use a lot of different eyeshadow and face brushes. I have both high-end and more affordable brushes that I love. I have one or two IT brushes and I really, really like them. I did use one foundation brush that shed horribly, but that seemed to be kind of a one-off because in general, I find these brushes to be really, really good. So I may end up picking up one of those sets because I'm always looking for good brushes. Monday, September 13th, I am looking at the Buxom Full Force Plumping Lipstick. Now, I love Buxom lip glosses or their lip creams. I'm a big fan of those, but I have not tried their bullet lipsticks. And I have heard great things about the formula of these lipsticks. So I think I'm gonna end up picking up one or two shades just because I've never tried it before. And you know, hey, if I can pick up a lipstick for 10 bucks versus 20 bucks that has good reviews, I will do it. Jumping to Wednesday, September 15th. So we have 50% off Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow Makeup Setting Spray and also their All Nighter Primers. So I love Urban Decay's setting spray, All Nighter setting spray. I have not tried the glowy one, and I'm a little nervous to try it again with my oily skin. Anything that says glowy on it, I'm a little suspicious, cautious. But the primers, I love their eyeshadow primers, but I've actually never used their other primers. So this might be an idea for me. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation. I know so many people love this. And I think if you have more normal to dry skin, I think you would probably love it as well. This foundation just doesn't work for me. It becomes really slick and greasy, and I can feel it on my face. And I know that sounds kind of funny because it's foundation, but I hate feeling foundation. I like foundations that seep into my skin that I don't even know I'm wearing. And this to me was a more traditional foundation where I knew I was wearing it every second of the day. And it just did not work for me. But I know a lot of people love it. You know what? If you have more normal to dry skin and want to try it, great. If you love it, maybe pick up a replacement. The one thing I am very interested in trying is from Beekman 1802. This is their Dewy Eyed Illuminating and Depuffing Eye Serum. I have tried a few Beekman 1802 products. I really like them. They're a fragrance-free brand, they're a cruelty-free brand, and their formulations are really, really beautiful. So I think I'm gonna pick this up. This is normally $42. It's on sale for $21. This speaks to me. It's an opaque packaging. It's a pump formulation, you know, all the things I look for, and there's no junk in this ingredient list. So yay. I'm planning to pick this up and I'll kind of give you my thoughts once I've tried it out. So we are almost through. We are on to Thursday, September 16th, and we start off with our Benefit Cosmetics Pore Professional primers. There are 3 different primers in this line. There's the original, and I think I have them here. We have the original, we have the hydrating, and we have the pearl brightening. This primer is really good at covering redness and giving you a little bit of glow without making you slick, greasy, or shiny. So I'm actually a very big fan of this one. Of these two, I'm a bigger fan of the original versus the hydrating, just because, again, with my oily skin, I need something that's gonna be a little bit more mattifying. But these are really nice primers. I mean, they're very OG. They've been around a long time, but I still really like them. And then an online only deal, they have the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Anti-Aging Moisturizer. A lot of people love this moisturizer. I love the cleanser in this line, and they have a lotion in this line. And I think this bugs me because the lotion in this line is in a pump, it's in great packaging. This moisturizer is in a jar. You know, again, I could go over and over again about jar packaging, but it's, you know, it's actually a really good formula. It's just, it's the jar that kind of meh. But a lot of people love this. And if you're not as, you know, crazy as I am about jar packaging, then this would be a good choice. Friday, September 17th, we have 50% off the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. Now this made my eyebrows raise. I love ABH eyeshadow palettes. I have the Modern Renaissance, I have the Soft Glam, but I do not have Norvina, and this is speaking to me. I have a feeling this is gonna sell out really, really fast. It's normally $45, it's on sale for $22.50, so I know this is going in my cart. The color story doesn't speak to me nearly as much as the other two, the Soft Glam and the Modern Renaissance, but I know the formula is gonna be similar, and ABH's formula is so pigmented, so soft, so creamy, so easy to blend, that if you haven't tried it, I would highly recommend it. And this is a good way to try it, you know, getting it half off. All right, we've made it. It's now Saturday, September 18th. We have 50% off Kylie Cosmetics matte lip kits. All right, I have heard these are great. And I love the thought process of you getting a lipstick and a lip liner that match in a package. I think that's brilliant. I think it's wonderful. I don't know why people didn't do it before. My issue is I have a really hard time supporting Kylie Cosmetics and specifically her lip products when I know that she gets fillers and she's like 20. I just can't get behind that. And I know it's just me being, I don't know, silly, but I just have a really hard time with that. I'm like, why should I buy your products when you're known for your lips and they're not even real? I have heard they're great. I just can't support it. That's just me. That's just me being me. Other good products on this list, online only deal, we have 50% off Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. Again, these are kind of an OG product, but they are so good. I picked up a set a few years ago, I think for Christmas, that had 3 colors in it, but these are just gorgeous. And if you're, you know, you're having a date night, you're going out, these just add something really, really special to your eyeshadow look. So I would highly recommend them. Even though they're kind of old favorites, they're not new and shiny, I definitely think they're a great product. The one product I'm looking at trying out from this day, this is a diamond and platinum exclusive, is 50% off the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. Now this just came out, you know, I think in the last year. I haven't tried it, but I've heard it's a really good option for people with oily skin like mine. So I am definitely gonna try this out. This is normally $34 and it's on sale for $17. So I think that's going in my cart as well. The other product I'm thinking about trying is from NARS. This is 50% off their Climax mascara. It's normally $24. It's on sale for $12. I've heard great things about this mascara and I've just never tried it. And I always struggle sometimes with high-end mascaras because there are so many good drugstore mascaras for half the price, so why would I buy them? But I do like to try them out. I do like to review them. And, you know, if I can get a high-end mascara that's good for the cost of a drugstore mascara, I'll do it every day of the week. I hope you're excited as me. I know everyone has mixed feelings about this sale. Some people will say, oh my gosh, they always put the same things in the sale. It's so boring. But I actually was really excited about this sale. They had a bunch of things that they've never put in before. And at the same time, there's a lot of good old classics here. And I think for a lot of people, they want tried and true products, and they want things that they know are gonna work and that have been around for a really long time. So even though they're not, you know, the new hotness, I definitely think there's a benefit to having these good staple products being 50% off. Because I don't know about you, but I look forward to this sale. There are specific things that I will pick up because I know they're going to be 50% off and I can rely on them. I hope you found this enjoyable. I hope that I was able to help guide you through the sale. I would love to hear your comments below. I would love to know what you're picking up, what you're happy about, what you're unhappy about, what you haven't tried, what you have tried, all of that. And if you like this content, I hope you'll subscribe below and become part of our YouTube family. And I'll see you later in my next video. Bye, you guys.